towering peaks and magnificent glens, shimmering lochs and rolling moorlands, steeped in legend and magic. These are some of the images that immediately spring to mind when you think of the Scottish Highlands. And while it may appear beautiful, the wilds of Scotland can be a tough and unforgiving environment. Woe betide the traveller here who is ill-equipped and poorly prepared. Even the Romans couldn't conquer its unbridled nature, but they didn't have the Isuzu D-Max Huntsman. But it is for reasons like these that Scotland is such an iconic destination for hunters and outdoorsmen alike. Today we're following American hunter Nolen Sweet as he embarks on his first walked-up grouse hunt over pointers near Dufftown in Moray. Grouse shooting is regarded by many as the very pinnacle of game shooting, a sport of kings if you will. Wild grouse provide challenging sport, particularly later into the season when they become more wary of their surroundings. Grouse make good their escape from predators by catching and flying into any available wind, which makes for a fast and incredibly challenging target. The industry that has grown around grouse shooting has an important role in helping maintain, restore and preserve the precious and delicate moorland landscape. The income this generates is vital to some of the remote rural communities and hunting estates it supports. But first, Nolen takes a closer look at the bespoke handcrafted shotguns we'll be using on our grouse shoot.
We've approached gun making in a completely different way to most of the gun makers throughout the ages. We manufacture every single component in our factory in Lancashire. All the materials come in as a block of steel for the barrels, a block of steel for the action, and 2 lumps of wood. Several hundred hours later, or about 7 months, you can end up with a finished 12 bore or 20 bore or any gauge shotgun that you want. We'll build anything. The most basic engraved model that we do, this is an really old example of what we do, from £13,250, including VAT. That though buys you a completely bespoke made gun. The stock's made to measure, the barrel lengths are of your choice, the choking, everything about it is a bespoke gun.
So right, completely customizable to you.
Completely customizable to what you want to do with it.
With the stunningly beautiful Longthorne shotguns safely stored away in the Huntsman's lockable gun drawers, we head up the hill to get set up. The Isuzu D-Max Huntsman tackles off-road terrain with ease and makes its way up the rocky hillside tracks. Over bumps, heather and all manner of tricky terrain, the Huntsman's intelligent four-wheel drive system makes light work of the Scottish hillside. When we reach the top, it's time to get set up.
This is going to be pretty similar.
Very similar to back home doing a little quail hunting over pointers. Very similar, just changing the birds. A lot of similarities to it. I mean, that's where a lot of the heritage comes from, is European southern traditions, and very similar to a lot of the European style of hunting here, so should be right at home.
So what's the plan of attack for today then, Dick?
Well, due to the mist, we're going to be very careful about safety. We'll be walking in that direction, and then we shall drop down the hill and then come back on the same contour, drop down again, and then back on the same contour, gradually working down the hill. The problem will be seeing the dogs, so we need to keep a close eye on where they are, what they're doing, and if we do get separated, I'll be blowing this whistle. So if you hear that and you don't know where I am, just come towards me and I'll try and lead you down to safety.
Perfect. That sounds good. I feel like I'm in safe hands.
We head out into the mist and the dogs begin to work. But shooting grouse today won't be easy. With visibility poor, it's difficult to keep watch on the dogs as they head off into the distance. If we aren't in there quick enough when they come on point, the covey won't wait and will take flight without us being in range for a shot.
It's so thick here, we can barely see 60, 70 yards, dogs disappearing. So there's a couple of points, a couple of birds have gone up, but
we're not quick enough to get down to it, we can't see it yet.
We need to move faster.
We need to move faster. Let's move on up.
Well, we should be further over then because the dogs are just going to be down there. And he was on point to a big covey of grouse.
Big covey?
Yes.
I saw one.
Our guide Dick Bartlett knows this land like the back of his hand and is very keen to share his knowledge with us.
See, these trees are being cut down because predatory birds can sit in them, and ground nesting birds like grouse and wading birds like curlew, golden plover, lapwing are all vulnerable to birds sitting up in trees. The birds sit in the trees, they can see where the hen goes back to the nest, and they follow and raid the nest. So cut the trees down, they've got nowhere to look out from.
And to give them additional cover.
We persevere across the rough terrain, trying to keep up with the pointers.
So it seems to have cleared up quite nicely for us now. And they're right there behind us. That's Dufftown.
Right.
And apparently they have 7 distilleries in Dufftown.
We should try them all, shouldn't we?
Well, we need to get the shooting out of the way
Yes.
so we can head down to the village. So. Come on, off to you.
Then, just as the morning is coming to a close, a covey takes to the air and Nolen gets off 2 shots before I let one go and connect with the other. Another pair of grouse gets up and Nolen takes one just as it dips over the horizon. I take one more before it can get too far. And finally we've seen some action.
So congratulations, Nolen.
Thank you, Ian.
We've got two out of the 4 there.
2 out of 4. One.
Yeah, the first one that got up, I just had a quick snapshot at it, took it out. Second one, just had to let it get a little bit over the ground, and I shot underneath it.
Yeah.
I think you missed your first
I
one.
missed my first one.
Then
Then
nice long way over there. So.
yeah, so took a little bit longer shot, time to relax and follow through and remember the fundamentals.
See, that's my problem. If I think about it too much, it all goes to
That's it, just quick.
So no, really pleased with the first shot.
Yes.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It's very exciting.
Now the dogs have had to work really hard to get to this point, but the wind's just picked up a little bit, and they thought that there'd be some on this bridge, and
there they were.
there they were.
Dick indulges Nolen in a little Scottish tradition before the hunt continues.
If you'd used 2 barrels, you might have got more blood. So, there you go.
There'll be fewer pellets in that one. Better eating, right?
Nice and tender.
The dogs are busy doing their work, and soon enough, one is on point over another covey. One grouse gets up and I make a good shot just as it dips over the crest of the hill. As the morning draws to a close, we head back to the Huntsman, tuck away the shotguns and have our own tailgate party as we enjoy our lunch and reflect on the day.
So have you enjoyed it so far?
So far, yeah, it's been wonderful.
No, it's beautiful out there now.
Absolutely gorgeous, and one of my favorite things, just watch the dogs work. So
yeah, it's just a shame there's not been quite so many birds this morning.
No.
But we've got 2.
we did get 2, a hard-earned 2.
Yeah, very much so. But with the conditions this afternoon, you can feel the wind's picked up now. I'm pretty sure that we're going to get a few more. So how have you got on with the Hesketh today then?
That's good, wonderful.
Lightweight, isn't it?
Yes,
Surprised
yeah,
it's such a
absolutely.
substantial gun.
Yeah, wonderful gun. Just shoots well, points well too. Very nice.
Took out a nice long bird as well.
Yes, yeah, it did.
Soon enough, we're off again. Trekking across the mountaintop knee-deep in heather makes for a tough day of hunting, but we soldier on. Dick is a highly experienced grouse guide and assures us the day isn't over just yet. Just over the top of the hill, and the dogs are on point again. We move in, and as the birds get up, we both fire.
Good shooting, Ian.
Nolen has given this one to me, and I'm very pleased with myself.
No, that was you. I was behind it. gonna be.
Unfortunately, as we admire my bird, a large covey gets up and heads for the hills just behind us. Some you win, some you lose. We move on, and with little warning, a single grouse springs up from the heather. Nolen makes a superb instinctive shot. We struggled to get into the birds today due to them being very flighty. But when we did, the precision-engineered Longthorne shotguns delivered the goods.
So Dick, a pretty intense day of walking on the hill then.
Yes, sorry we didn't see more birds, but the birds are definitely there. But this time of the year, and in these weather conditions of mist and drizzle, it's very difficult to approach them.
Yeah, do you find as the season goes on they get a bit smarter and they don't like being shot at?
Definitely.
A bit like partridge in that regard.
They're not bird brain, they're not stupid.
No, I know, it's very disappointing as well because we need a little bit of help. But
Yeah.
no, we're very pleased with what we got. We managed to take 4 today, which is fantastic.
Good.
And Nolen finished up just on the last leg.
Yes.
It's good job he's
So-
got 2 barrels there.
Thank goodness for
Did everybody shoot a grouse?
Yes,
Yes, we
we
did.
both got one.
On a sunny day with a light wind, you'd have done 3 times as many
Yeah.
in the bag.
Well, we'll have to come back next year and do exactly that.
Mhm.
So Dick, thank you very much for looking after us. It's been an absolute
Thank
pleasure spending
It's been
time
a pleasure
with you.
to have you here and an honour.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll hopefully see you for the same thing next year.
Good, we'll keep you to that. In writing.
It may not have been an epic bag, but it was certainly an incredible hunting experience, and our 2 brace were certainly hard earned.
So, how was that, your first day shooting grouse up on the hill?
It was a wonderful time. It was fun watching the dogs work. It was a lot of walking, but it was absolutely a dream to hunt up here.
It's a little bit misty and the weather was a bit drizzly, but I think that's Scotland, I'm afraid. But,
Yeah, I think so.
but it was nice that you finished off with a really, really nice second
Right there at the
barrel.
very end.
Was it last shot of the day?
It was the last shot of the day and the last barrel.
Yeah. So how did you get on shooting the Longthorne?
Absolutely wonderful gun. Points and shoots like a dream. Just an incredible piece of English craftsmanship.
Yeah, very, very pretty as well.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll take put that
It's,
away.
it's okay. I'm gonna hold on to this one.
Once again, the Isuzu D-Max Huntsman took care of the hard miles for us, tackling steep inclines and boulder-strewn tracks with ease, before heading down the glen and delivering us back to civilization in comfort. To find out more about the Isuzu D-Max Huntsman, visit isuzu.co.uk.